Hello and welcome to my channel. I decided to start a channel because I've been reading for years, but I never set up anything on YouTube. So welcome to my channel. I'm going to set up a few videos and see how it goes. And if you have any suggestions for video topics, please leave your suggestions in the comments. So to begin, please pick a number, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then I'm going to timestamp it below. And the topic today is going to be advice for finals week. So this is for any students, but it could also translate if you're studying for a professional exam as well. I actually recently had to take a professional exam, and something like this would have been helpful. So advice from Spirit for finals week. All right. Shuffling my cards, and I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite deck today. I've read for years and I've always used that deck, maybe because my mentor preferred it. Okay, so if you chose pile 1, we're going to begin with your reading. And I'm going to pick just a few cards. And everybody who knows me knows that I like to do long readings, so hopefully this will just be efficient for you. All right. Alright, and I read a little differently than the actual card meanings. I'm just letting you know that. I read what comes through from Spirit. So for pile 1, what I'm seeing is that you certainly have the brains finals week, have the intellect, but you're just kind of procrastinating. You're just sitting still. And I feel like a lot of this is coming from the fact that a lot of you feel like I try and try, and I'm just in the same place. And what even is the point? Because I just feel like I'm going to study and study and study, and it's going to be for nothing. Especially because we're in a pandemic. Maybe some of you feel that way. That's my part. That's Spirit didn't say anything about the pandemic, but yeah, you're just stagnant. You're procrastinating. You Queen of Wands. You have the ability to take action and really get good grades during finals and really achieve all of your goals, but you're just kind of sitting there because you just feel so defeated. And I feel like maybe you've tried several times and tried academically and it just didn't go well. Or maybe you didn't get an internship you wanted. Maybe you didn't get a scholarship you wanted. Maybe the loans are more than you thought they would be, and you just feel like, what's even the point? What's even the point? So I'm gonna keep going and ask Spirit, what is the point? Why should they keep going? Here. Yeah. I don't know if some of you are first generation college students or maybe what they call second generation Americans. That's what I am. It's when your parents kind of came here and you just kind of feel like everyone around you doesn't really support what you're doing. They don't understand it. They don't understand why all these studies and why. Might be some friends that feel that way, that don't understand, why are you even doing this? You can get a job anywhere. I don't understand. I see. It's becoming more clear. I feel sad for this group. It doesn't feel like you have a lot of support. And if this isn't friends and family, it could have been like a professor that you reached out to and you felt like, wow, that wasn't really helpful. Okay, so I'm going to. The reason Spirit wants you to continue, and they know there's going to be some difficulty, that you're going to have to really stay on top of things. This isn't just going to come in for you. You're going to have to work at this. They understand that, okay? But what they're showing me with the Wheel of Fortune and with the two aces here, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, is that if you're able, you're going to have to keep working at it. You're going to have to really keep at it, not just during finals week, but throughout your studies, and maybe even throughout your job search when it comes to that, is that you're really going to have a different way of thinking than you do now. Because right now it feels like you're very defeated and you feel that you don't have support, but you're not going to need all of that support. It's going to come from within, from yourself and from your guides. And you are going to see material prosperity and money when you finally do finish your studies. It's going to go well for you. Your career is going to go well. And right now it just seems like a world away, but Spirit is really asking you to put in the work now. And they're going to help you. They're going to reward you. It's going to seem like you want to give up. Don't give up. The Spirit has your back, okay? So that's reading 1. I'm going to shuffle again, and I'm going to go ahead and go on to reading number 2. All right. All right. Reading number 2. Spirit, what would you like to say to this group? Reading number 2. I see. This one's a little similar to reading 1. So I'm going to pull a little more just to get a better picture for myself. Oh. Okay, before I pull more, I'm just going to, and again, I don't always read them the way other readers do, because I've been doing this for years, right? This group has been through a lot. This group has been through heartbreak, maybe even an emotional betrayal. This group feels like the rug was swept out from under them, okay? This group, you guys are tough cookies if you're watching this and you're looking for advice and you're trying to move forward. And it almost feels like people haven't really been kind towards you. Maybe more than one person. And you felt kind of blindsided by what happened. By what caused this emotional betrayal. But see, the tower's reversed, so you're starting to come out of this energy. And I want to see advice for finals week, because you told us what's going on with this person. They're having a really bad time. Their heart's kind of broken. So what is advice for them though? I really don't need to go further, but I will, because I did for the other group. But that pretty much tells me. All right, so this is going to be tough advice for this group. So I see that your finals week is going to go well, but as far as academically and everything, but as far as your emotions, I know that this cloud of depression or whatever it is that you're going through is going to start to lift, but that's not going to happen during finals week. You're not going to have the best time this week, and Spirit is kind of saying, sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. You have to keep showing up every day, keep turning in every assignment, keep going to every exam, trying your hardest, and it is going to pay off in the end. But it's not going to feel like it. But if you put in the work and you show up every day, you will have a semester that you can be proud of, It may not be the best academically because of everything you went through during the semester, but you'll be able to get through it. C's get degrees, as they say, right? I feel like for this group, if you don't pull through and if you don't keep showing up, you're going to regret it more than if you do. So right now, you're going to have to kind of work through that pain that you're feeling and just keep showing up. I mean, I get it. Everybody who's lived long enough, maybe even young, very, very young children too, sadly, have been through valleys in life. And right now you're in a valley, but you have to keep pushing through. It's gonna pay off, okay? Yeah, you have to keep pushing through. That's really all that they can say for you right now. Okay, thank you so much, group 2, and I hope the next reading, or if I do another video, that maybe you can get something a little happier, right? But I hope things start to get better for you. So now I'm going to pull for group 3. And for group 3, I'm going to shuffle. I already feel the energy changing for group 3. It's so weird how you can tap into that for each group. So anybody who reads knows that if you get called to parties and stuff like that, you usually end up reading all night. I don't get drained though. I find it very invigorating and a ton of fun. So for group 3, I like strength. I like them all, but I like this one for you. We have a lot of tough people in this collective. You guys have been through a lot. Okay. So you're very strong people, even if people have told you otherwise. You're very strong, and you don't have to prove that to anybody. You know that. You know that deep inside. You're very strong. I see for this group, some of you came from kind of dysfunctional, unstable households, but you were still able to work through that and really break free from that thought pattern. And if you haven't done it yet, this is in the near future, or in the process of doing it. Really find your own happiness despite whatever you may have gone through. See, that kind of confirms what I said. You've had to transform. Death sometimes is associated with Scorpios, but you've had to transform in your life. It's not an actual death. It's the death of the old you. And for you, for this group, I see that the wounded child is that you had to get away from those beliefs you were taught and get away from the things you were told about yourself that are not true, and just transform. You have to die first before you can be reborn, right? So that's what I see for this group. And let's see the advice. The advice. Oh, I see that. Sorry, I probably annoy everyone by doing that, but if you've been a reader for a long time, you just kind of know where this is going. Oh. So right here for group 3, I see that sometimes you take on more almost than you can handle, but you can handle it. It's just you really push yourselves academically. And I see it paying off because you have the King of Pentacles. And for this particular reading, usually it's money, but for this, I'm really interpreting this as really good grades. Kind of like the gold stars you used to get as a child. These are your gold stars. You're going to be very, very happy with your exams. You kind of already knew that, but I think the better of a student you are, the more you worry. Correct? So that's why you were worried. But I feel like this group is very emotionally mature and very socially mature. And really, it's like, I don't want to say I'm surprised, but I am, because it's like you weren't given much to work with. And yet, aside from all the dysfunctional people, or despite all the dysfunctional people around you, you really have managed to become, wonderful, charming, young people, I'm assuming, right? But students can be any age. Oh, the star. You guys are getting so many majors. The star. Yeah, Again, the little gold stars. You're going to be having a great semester and a great finals week. And you guys already are doing the work, so don't worry. Just put in the work, have faith, and it's going to go great, okay? You're very productive. I can already see that. You're very productive. So you don't even need any advice for finals week. I think you just kind of maybe were taking a study break and watched my video, or maybe you just were, a little concerned. But this group, teacher's pets, but not really, but I love this group. Okay, so now we're going to move on to group 4. And if some of the readings are shorter for each group, don't feel gypped. It's just maybe I was able to say a lot more with fewer cards and fewer words. All right, so we're going to go on to number 4. I'm shuffling a lot because that's what they're telling me to do. So I'm like, okay, you do what you guys want. So for this group, I don't know why it didn't happen for the other groups. So I'm sorry if somebody feels it's unfair, but they're asking me to do a quick yes, no, and then do the reading I did for everyone else. So we're going to do a quick yes, no with, I hope you can see it with the pendulum, okay? Spirit, tell me yes, no for this group. Okay, go ahead. Yes, no for this group. Okay, that's a yes. Okay, so yes. So if there is some question, and it's actually not related to the video topic, I don't feel, but they're giving you like a little bonus. So yes to whatever you were worried about. So now that you have that out of the way, or maybe the yes is bad, I hope not. But now that we have that out of the way, let's get to your read, okay? So let's do this. Number 4. And I did shuffle these plenty of times, so don't ask why did the same one pop up. Well, it did. All right. Oh. See, it's the same card, but it's very different energy. Very different energy. Very different. I suspected that one would pop up. Oh, one of them popped. One of them fell on the floor. Well, I hope I don't knock over the camera. See, I did shuffle these, but sometimes the collective has similar energy, so. Yeah, see, that's similar. Okay, good. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing with this group. This group has felt like they've been juggling so much and carrying so much that they just don't know how much longer they can do this. It's just too much. Maybe you're taking a heavy course load. Maybe it was more difficult than you thought. Some of your classes, maybe you're in those like 8-week accelerated classes. I don't know, but it just feels like I don't know how much more I can do this. And you do feel like the hangman. Again, you kind of feel like I just don't see the progress. But you know what? Other people see it. If you have anybody close to you that you trust with their opinion, maybe a parent, maybe a close friend that's honest, you can ask them, what progress have you seen that I've made over this semester? Or if it's a professor that you're close to, you could ask, do you think I've made any progress? And get some feedback from them, because I think you have made progress. You just kind of feel like you haven't. And then I kind of see that you're going to be getting a message soon of an emotional nature that is going to bring some happiness into your life, okay? Now I see that you have had a lot of conflict with others, or if it's not others, with it could even be like, I know at colleges sometimes you feel like you constantly have to fight with enrollment, with registration, with financial aid. They lose your paperwork. They tell you you're not allowed to take this class even though the professor approved it. Things like that. Like it just kind of felt like every time you would solve a problem, a new one would pop up like whack-a-mole. You're playing whack-a-mole with problems and with people, and it's just so draining, isn't it? This card now it came up in another reading, but you have a different energy with this card. What it's telling me, and I'm sorry to swear, but I'm gonna say it, you're a boss bitch. Why are you so worried about these whack-a-moles. You're a boss bitch. This is life. You're constantly going to have problems popping up, okay? But you're able to handle it. Not everyone is. You are. You can handle it, okay? You can handle it. You see the little kitty there? That for me, because sometimes it's a familiar, it could be an actual pet, but I see it as a support person. You do have someone around you that is supportive. And if you don't, they're coming in soon, okay? But I feel you already have someone that's supportive. And now let me pull a clarify for that last one. Yeah, there's not much to say on that. It just, you kind of have the feeling of like, oh, I'm a broke college student. Yeah, you are. You are. Not in a destitute way. I don't want to scare you. It's just, I'm just affirming your feelings and validating them, okay? Knight of Wands. You've taken action. You're, that's not even, you don't want to clarify that. I don't even want to talk over here. You're a person of action. So I'm going to ask for advice for finals week, because thank you for affirming who they are. Can we just have advice for finals week? Okay, you need a balance, and you really need to make a schedule. If you have 3 or 4 finals, don't put all of your energy into one and then completely forget about the other ones, okay? You have to find a way to schedule or to organize yourself and really to stay on task for everything. And you know, one thing I used to do, this is just coming from me now, right now, this segment. I used to, when I would finish everything, like I would have my schedule for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, finals week. When I would finish my task for Monday, I would start on Tuesday right away, and I would try to like get everything done in one day. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Make sure you schedule breaks, because Spirit is asking you to keep balance so you don't burn out. Okay. This might have been a failed, you tried to get into an internship or you tried to get into a competitive class and it just did not work out. I feel like that's already happened. Or don't worry about that. Don't worry about any past failures, because there's still a lot of opportunities coming towards you and a lot of chance for happiness. Okay, don't dwell on it. Just, it happened, it moved on, and even if one of your finals don't go to one, don't worry, move on. Okay, move on. That's the advice they're giving you. And see, in the end, you're gonna be, assuming the King of Pentacles rule, you're gonna be, I'm trying to think of how to word it. You're gonna be more than well. Okay, on top of the world. And if you've ever watched Titanic, I'm king of the world. That's gonna be you. Okay, you're gonna feel like you're gonna achieve what you want in the long term. So yeah, again, they're asking you whatever that little hiccup was or past failure, move on. Move on. Keep balance this week. That's it. Okay, that's really the only advice that I'm getting for you. All right, so that concludes my readings, and I'm going to now wrap up. Thank you everyone for watching, and again, if this one didn't resonate with you, perhaps another video will. I'm going to be putting up more. Thank you so much.